Amanda Loy could be anyone out for a winter stroll.
Just maybe 2 or 3 miles.
But learn a little bit about her backstory, and you'll know why she is grateful for every step.
I had a lot of numbness in my hands, were kind of one of my first symptoms. I was really fatigued a lot of the time. It didn't ever feel like I could sleep enough.
At 27 years old, with no family history, Loy was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, an autoimmune disease that attacks the brain and spinal cord. It affected her balance as well as her family.
It was hard having a young child at that time. We had stairs in our home, and so carrying him up and down the stairs worried me because I fell a lot.
Before long, she was on medications costing thousands of dollars every month, but Loy's symptoms continued to get worse.
I started having bladder problems, and my balance was really bad, requiring the cane more often.
Loy's search for something better led her to Northwestern Medicine in Chicago, where Dr. Richard Burke was conducting a study using a patient's own stem cells to halt the progression of MS.
What we did is just give a very short, intense burst of immune suppression over 5 days, and then give stem cells to help a patient recover rapidly, and about 8 days later discharge from the hospital with no further therapy.
In 2012, Loy became eligible for the procedure.
My dad came to visit before I had my transplant.
Loy was given chemotherapy drugs to wipe out her immune system. Then, her own stem cells were returned to her body to grow a new immune system. But back at home, she started noticing the change.
It was little things like I didn't have to sit down to get dressed. In that first year, I feel like I had all these big improvements of my symptoms. And so just one by one stopped taking all the medication I was on before.
7 years later, and Loy is practically symptom-free.
My disability score is back down to 0.
And then there's this.
This woman here actually had her transplant the same day that I had mine, and we were able to do the Bend half marathon together.
A thank you card to Dr. Burt for changing the course of their lives.
It was a miracle for me, at least.
Now Loy is setting her sights on a new goal.
Do you want to go for a run too?
She plans to run her first full marathon this fall, but even if she doesn't finish, it's okay. For Amanda Loy, every step is a victory.